Yo, welcome back, welcome to the channel. It is, you know who I am. You clicked on the video. Okay, so today we got Jason Isbell. So I forgot who commented this, so I apologize. I want to give you credit because this guy is secretly like in my top 10 favorite artists. And so I'll kind of give you guys like the backstory on this a little bit. So one day I was looking for the Morgan Wallen Cover Me Up song, and this guy popped up, and I was like, what are they showing me this for? Turns out it was his song, and so I was like, okay, and that's how I got into who this guy was. But all this comes off of so I started listening. Yeah, so I started listening to who he is, and I listened to the Southeastern album that he has, and that's actually how we got to this song here today. So to be honest with you guys, I have heard this song before, but I've never seen him sing it live. And so this song is actually, yeah, it's on my playlist. I love this song. So when somebody commented, you know, you want to listen to Jason Isbell, like he has a great way of like painting pictures with words. I was like, absolutely, I will 100% do one of his videos. Actually, let me look up who said that so I can give them full credit on this. Okay, yeah. So the person is Aisha. It's A-I-C-C-H-A. She's the one that said if you want someone to paint incredibly vivid pictures with words, I recommend Jason Isbell, his album Southeastern. And yeah, this absolutely, like, I love this song. And also, okay, another little bit here for you guys. Funny enough, so this is under bluegrass, which is really cool. But when I saw this video, like the backdrop, so I've actually watched one of these bluegrass shows. That's kind of how I got into bluegrass. This is, I think, season 4, but I might have watched like season 1 or 2. And I'll tell you why. Quick little story time here. So one of my buddies, he listened to the Civil Wars a lot. And I was over at his house one day, and he was talking about the Civil Wars and this, that, and that. And I was like, dude, okay. And I started listening to it. I was like, okay, this isn't half bad. Well, one day I was at home, and my mother doesn't watch a lot of TV. Growing up, so she didn't want us to watch a lot of TV because she was just already she doesn't watch a lot of TV like as it is. Like, we grew up with, basic cable. So I think we had like 23, 24 channels. Not because we couldn't afford more, just because there was no point to have more. She was like, we're barely here, and you shouldn't watch that much TV anyway. Like, my mother now, she watches like 2 channels. Like, it's like, and she has like the little Roku thing. But anyway, I'm getting off. Yeah, so one day on one of these channels, this pops up, like it's like in a cave or something like that. And so I just turn on the show, and I was like, oh, the Civil Wars were actually on there. And I was like, oh, cool. I ended up watching like this whole show, and I just kind of kept watching it. So and now years later, when I see this, I was like, oh dang, that was like my first introduction into bluegrass. So that's kind of cool that all this kind of just tied in for me, and just, you know, this little bit. But I hope this wasn't too long of an intro. I didn't mean for it to be. We got Jason Isbell, Live Oak. If you've never heard this song, definitely brace yourself, because it is fantastic. Let's look at that. That's so cool.
There's a man who walks beside me. He is who I used to be. And I wonder if she sees him and confuses him with me. And I wonder who she's pining for on nights I'm not around.
I'll tell you, when I first heard I Wonder Who She's Pining For, I found the song almost 2, maybe 3 years ago. Again, I said it was right after that "Cover Me Up" came out, and it was like after work, and I was looking it up. But I said, I wonder who she's pining for. Like I got the gist of it, but that just goes into what I say all the time, where like country people have some of like the funniest like little metaphors and sayings. Like, I wonder who she's pining for. That's just kind of funny to me.
Could it be the man who did the things I'm living down? I was rougher than the timber shipping out of Fond du Lac. When I headed south at 17, a sheriff on my back. I'd never held a lover in my arms or in my gaze, so I found another victim every couple days.
We're gonna have to break this down like bit by bit, because this song is so it's filled with so many like little small things that go way deeper. Like right there, he's telling, he never truly like loved anybody. He was 17. He ran away from his town because he was in trouble. The sheriff was on his back, and he basically just found a victim, a different woman to make him fall for him. He was a womanizer. Like, and you've heard of people being that way before, because they were like, I mean, I didn't know what love really was, so I'm just out here just doing whatever, picking other people. But most people don't ever really get to that point of they realize those people are victims of them, because you're hurting them in the process, because they are really falling for you, and you're just kind of just like, you're just what's here right now. That to me, that's a really deep line.
But the night I fell in love with her, I made my weakness known to the fighters and the farmers digging dusty fields alone. The jealous innuendo of the lonely-hearted man let me know what kind of country I was sleeping in. Well, you couldn't stay a loner on the plains before the war. When my neighbors took to slighting me, I had to ask what for.
Dude, that's like, just taking that line he just said right there, you couldn't stay a lonely man before the war. To me, I'm thinking like, I was like, maybe this is like pre, I guess 9/11 maybe, but maybe he's thinking like a different time in life. Like before the war, and you're just out there, you couldn't be lonely. I don't know, but it just brings all these different like little thoughts into my head. Hold on one second. All right, so I'm back. Where was I at? Oh yeah. Let's go back.
I had to ask what for. Rumors of my wickedness had reached our little town. Soon she heard about the boys I used to hang around. We'd robbed a Great Lakes freighter, killed a couple men aboard. When I told her, her eyes flickered like the sharp steel on a sword.
You hear that? Her eyes flicker like the sharp steel of a sword. He could basically feel the judgment coming out of her eyes. Oh man, this dude is good with words, man. Here we go. Going back a little bit.
When I told her, her eyes flickered like the sharp steel on a sword. All the things that she'd suspected, I'd expected her to fear, was the truth that drew her to me when I landed here. There's a man who walks beside me, he is who I used to be, and I wonder if she sees him and confuses him with me.
Just that in itself, there's a man that stands beside me here, and it's who I used to be. It's like, it's what some people kind of talk about, where they don't like to talk about their past because they feel like once you see what their past is, you will judge them, and they're like, no, I'm trying to start over fresh. I'm trying to start over new. And it sounds like he basically puts it into a figure of there's two different men here. This is the old me, and this is who I am now. But he feels like he carries like this burden, and it's like, you might see him. That's not me though. This is who I am. Like this is, you know, that is so cool to me. Like to just hear it put that way. Like I love this.
I wonder who she's pining for on nights I'm not around. Could it be the man who did the things I'm living down? Well, I carved her cross from live oak and her box from short-leaf pine. Buried her so deep she touched the water table line.
Alright, so I think I've got to saw my eyes get big there again. I forget about that line. But I think when I first heard that, I was like, I was in the car driving when this song came on, and I was like, wait, what? And at first I was trying, because this whole time, you know, like he's giving like these metaphors and these like these type of like, you know, I guess he's giving you a picture with these words. And so I was like, oh, what does that mean? Like what does he mean? Oh, he put her in this box and he buried her so deep, like she almost touched the water table. Like I wonder what does that mean? Like, but no, straight up, he killed her. Like, I'm pretty sure he might say here in a minute. I think he killed her because, I mean, like he said, she realized what his past was, and she might have, you know, told on who he was, because he's, well, this is what I was saying about the point about war earlier. I think this is based off of like a really old time, like back in old time, because one, because like he was talking about the war, but two, like people who were I guess criminals, yes, people that were criminals used to like skip town. That was like a thing. They say skip town, but you could just go from job to, like, you know, you could go from town to town doing like manual labor, especially like what was it? There's a book about this. It's where, what's it called? We read it in English class, and like the walls are yellow. But the lady, she loved, in this book, the lady loved this guy that did concrete so much. He did like concrete and something else in the town. But she loved him so much, and when he was getting ready to leave, she killed him. And then she slept with his body. What is it called? Necrophilia. And but in that book, they talked about how like he had like a past. Anyway, but that also brings that into my mind too, though. So back then, it wasn't unusual for people to like bounce town to town doing jobs, especially manual labor jobs, because it was a way to make money. It wasn't like the most robust time of the economy. So yeah, it's just crazy how he ties like all these little intricate things that can make you think about so many other things together.
Picked up what I needed and I headed south again. To myself I wonder, would I ever find another friend? There's a man who walks beside her, he is who I used to be, and I wonder if she sees him and confuses him with me.
Man, I need to go through and actually like watch that whole season, because I'm sure that one's super good. Yeah, man, this guy right here, He's got it. If you've never heard his version or his song "Cover Me Up," though you've heard Morgan Wallen, you should definitely go listen to how he sung it. For some reason, to me, his version like touches me more. If that makes sense, it kind of it has like a lot deeper of a meaning. Like you could really feel him through the song, if that makes sense. But go check it out. Don't just take my word for it. Yeah, man, I hope I explained that point a second ago of like the war and like skipping town. I hope I said all that kind of clear, because I feel like I had so many thoughts at one time. I kind of just threw them all out there at the wall. So I hope that made sense to y'all. And I hope you liked the reaction. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also check out my podcast. It's called the Ambitious Journey Podcast. You can actually you can watch our podcast on YouTube. You just go over to our YouTube channel and click subscribe. Thank you. You can also, you can watch it on YouTube. You can also listen to it on any major platform that you would listen to podcasts on. We are everywhere. What else is, we're still on the road to 5K, but we are a lot closer now. Thank you guys. So yeah, and what we're gonna do when we get to 5K is we're gonna do a giveaway. So we're gonna do a hat with my channel's logo, like this one here. Yeah, a hat with my channel's logo, a t-shirt with my channel's logo, and a gift card is what we will do. We got more of that as we get closer. I definitely see us doing more Jason Isbell. If you know of a song that's not on that Northeastern album that I would love, please let me know in the comments. I will also give you a shout out. And also thank you to Aisha Akai, however you say it. I apologize, I don't know how to say it, but thank you for the suggestion, because this was, yes, perfect. I think that's all I got though. So, all right, till next time.